Is this the fucking mic? This is exactly what I should be doing.
What's up and welcome to this week's episode of The Drop, your weekly source for all things NFT and crypto art, as well as upcoming drops by notable people in the Mograph industry. I'm Matt Milstead. Joining me as always, Dave Koss. And this week we have Tory, Bryant, and Jonathan Winbush.
Hello, hello.
What up?
So
let's talk about...
We're doing this episode a little bit early,
yeah.
So we actually don't have whatever drops are happening. But if you want to know, just go to makersplace.com or NFT Gateway. There we go.
Yeah,
That's
right.
how you do it.
Yeah, since Matt's gonna be on vacation, we're gonna talk about something that y'all are working on. I don't know which one of you wants to give us the summary and the rundown, but what you got cooking?
Jonathan, I think you are going to do a much better job describing this than me.
Okay, so this is going to be, to my understanding, the largest NFT exhibition to date so far, and it's going to be happening in Shanghai, China, at the Shanghai Plaza. And so this is going to be an auction style NFT, to my understanding. So they're going to have, it's going to be auctioned off in a physical location, and also online. There's going to be a new site launching alongside the exhibition. It's called Art. It's not launched yet, but it's going to be launching, I guess, within like a week or so, because the show's on July 31st. And there's a whole gang of artists that we know that's going to be in the lineup. Myself, we have Tory, we have G-Monk, we have Brilly, friend of the show Brilly, we have Render Fruit. Like, there's a whole hodgepodge of cool artists that are in there. So it's really cool. I believe this is going to be the first NFT show in China, so really looking forward to it.
That's cool.
Now I've got some links here. Am I able to bring those up right now? Is this okay for me to show the G-Monk link that I have here that you sent me?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just want to bring that up here. So tell me about this actually.
So this is an exhibition that G-Monk did in, I'm probably going to butcher the name, I want to say Guangzhou, China, back in like 2019. And so the person that curated G-Monk to come out to China to do this exhibition for this special piece that he created, it's the same person that's putting together this NFT show. And so I guess that's why G-Monk is involved with this one, because of the relationship that was already there. But this kind of gives you a glimpse of some of the physical stuff that will be at the show floor exhibition.
I think it's, I was just going to say, I think it's really in the element of, it's supposed to, or so we think, it's the largest NFT exhibition to date. I mean, just to think about that is so exciting. That's pretty epic. And to have these talented artists, including Jonathan, into that crew it's amazing. It's so exciting.
Yes, Kid Mograph and everybody. So there's going to be the banquet, and this is, let's see, the show starts July 31st, and you also have a couple other NFTs here, Winbush. Are these related to this, or is this something different?
No, that's something completely different.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to that in a minute then.
Yeah.
Also, the name of the show is called I'm Meta, right? Is that it's Meta? Yep, I'm Meta, and it's Art, correct, Winbush?
Yeah,
Art. That's the
will be
name of the new platform. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be similar to like a Christie's or Sotheby's auction. So the show is going to be for a month. So like, we don't have the full details of how everything's going to go down, but I think it's going to be like, the show's going to drop on the 31st. The exhibition in Shanghai is going to be open to the public for that entire time. And
so
while you're there,
feel free to go.
If you're watching it, feel free to go. But I believe that you'll be able to make bids in person and also online as well. And so after the month is finished, the top bidder wins whatever NFT they're going for.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm being careful what I'm saying, because I know that like we had to get permission just to talk a little bit about it, just to make sure. We don't want to. Yeah, so there's still a lot of stuff that's still in development.
Right.
Are you able to talk about like the kind of like the approval process with these NFTs, because they are in China, or is there kind of a
interesting question?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I could say probably is for all the artists that were involved, we had to send our work ahead of time because everything has to be approved
Hmm.
through the committee first. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a process. Like they don't want to have any type of copyright issues or
Right.
anything offensive in the work and things of that nature. So it does go through a process of being looked over, and you have to give like your explanation behind the piece and everything like that too. So
Right.
it was an approval process. Like you can't just throw anything up there. Like they do go through it.
Yeah.
And that's pretty exciting too, because you're just like, waiting.
Yeah.
Right.
Did they like it? Is it accepted? So you get the double feelings of yes, it got through.
Yeah.
Right.
That's great.
Oh, that's cool. And Tory, you've got Foundation.
Yes.
Bring that up here as well. People can check this out. Tell us a little bit about your Foundation pieces here.
So, my work is basically encompassing kind of everything we talked about, my background in fine arts, and then moving forward into the whole storytelling and stop motion. And what I decided to do was to take my traditional oil painting process, do some of the main parts of the painting here, the digital painting here, bring it into the computer, then finish it off with digital painting,
That's so
and
great.
then do motion
Very cool.
graphics to finish off the work. And my work is all about the story. So it's like the way I can describe it is when I first do my work, I'm in this part of my brain, which is oil painting. It's not about if there's too much information when you start, it's like you can kind of, your brain kind of explodes. So with this element, it's like I am oil painting. It is me, and I am collaborating with the materials. I am, having this really intimate, conversation with the materials, and I am limited to what I am capable with my hands or with the paintbrush I'm using or with the
Yeah.
medium I'm using. And then when I take that and I bring it into the computer, then another part of my brain, because the painting is about emotion, color, composition, brushstroke, and what I'm feeling. When I get into the computer, it's about how am I going to build a story around my pieces? I want a message. I want people to get something out of my work. And I also want them to go, oh, wait a minute. Whoa, I didn't see that before. Hey, this is telling a story. And so then this other part of my brain, which is like strategy and just storytelling. And also now I'm not limited by my materials or my hands. I have a computer, which is like, oh, that didn't work. I'm just going to undo that. And I can really hone and refine anything I want. So that then the digital painting aspect comes out, the story painting aspect comes out. And then when that is ready, I moved into the motion graphics, and I give it a small element to kind of bring that whole story to life. And so you can kind of see my work. I have just like the real thing, which is the gun you were showing, and it's talking about how we're like indoctrinating children early on, and we're like, hey, let's show you how the gun works. And actually children died shooting themselves in the mouth with this candy. So I thought this was a good message. And then like the do me be me with the Barbie-esque dolls, and just talking about how the first doll, Lily, was made from men and actually sold at smoke shops and then given to little girls. Mattel bought them out and was like, why don't we give them to our daughters? So the first, it's do me, which is the men and the dolls, and then the be me. Now let's give it to our kids so they can just like them. That kind of like theme. And then the first one's called Gaslighting with Cop Car. And then the other one is gay marriage, and just about how we're still on processed film while everybody else is in the digital world. Like we're still behind, we're still working on equality. And then my new drop that's coming, very excited about it. It's going to be another part of the Gaslighting series, and it's going to be about an ice cream truck and the ice cream jingle, and about how it's riddled with racism, and there's the whole story behind it. And I'm going to again build a story around this topic within my painting. I've already started my oil paintings. I think I sent you a little quick video of that.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's just showing the ice cream truck being painted, and that's like I just started it yesterday, and I'm building the story.
Yeah, I got that right here too. Look at that.
This is gonna be like this has been me doing research on this whole topic, and everything has been really emotional. Everything I've done thus far has been really emotional, but it means something to me in a different way, because I feel like this is a huge message. People need to know how deep racism is in our system, and this is going to tell an interesting story.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. And when do you think approximately you're going to drop this?
I think maybe in about 2 weeks or so, 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
I love that you add in, like, now having talked for the past hour and a half or so, you know, I love that, like, I know kind of your background and your history, and seeing that also come out in your work, as well as, like, it's not just, it's a story that you're telling, you know, but you're telling it also from your point of view and the background that you've had. I love it. I absolutely love it.
And that's where the value is.
Hasbro, you know, and you know, painting toys and stuff like that, and then seeing that come across in these. I think that's so rad. I love that.
That's where the value is. Like that's
Yeah.
where an NFT has that value, that you want to buy it for that reason. It's not just, you know, here's a random daily. Like there's something behind it, and the person's who has designed it has a meaning behind it. That's why I buy NFTs anyway. I don't know about y'all.
And I'm blown away. I didn't know that about Lily and Barbie.
Yeah, I know.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
that's another conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Winbush, you got some links as well here to a couple things you got going on. Tell us about these. I got this one that's Rest in ETH.
I do, but real quick, back to Tory's story.
Mhm.
This is the big reason why I wanted her to come on the show, because her history and her background, especially going into her NFT work, it's a story that I felt needed to be told. So I'm glad she had this opportunity to chat with you guys and really get that message out there. And I can't wait for her next NFT, because that one is going to be really powerful, like the whole backstory behind that. I mean, yeah, it's insane. So hats off to you, Tory. I can't wait for that drop. Hopefully I can afford it. You know.
We were talking about off the air, Winbush and I were talking about the fact that did you have trouble getting on a platform at first?
Dude, you know, when I started, and I don't think I started in like the end of March or something, and I knew the value of, because my mom was a craft person, and I knew the value of getting accepted into something, whether it be by an artist or by some kind of group of people, a community, because it was weeding out certain kinds of work and focusing on whatever their deal was. And I applied to every platform more than once. And the only one I didn't apply for was Foundation, because it's through the artist. So I just had to like continue showing my work to other artists. And after like 5 or 6 weeks, actually 2 women went to my DM and were like, we need more women. Your work is really cool. You're a mother. You're hardworking. We want you. And so it's really awesome. And I'm just continue trying to pay it forward with women, because A, I am one, and B, I feel like we need to like really have a bigger presence here. And it's just been crazy that, and then, finally I got accepted into Maker's Place just 3 days ago. And I was like, wow, it's like, after all this time, I just keep applying. And I think that's a really important message to tell, that if you're rejected, isn't there like a saying out there? You're rejected 1,000 times. All of the famous people out there have been rejected. You just have to keep doing it until you get what you want.
That's right. That's the line from who was it? The Three Stooges. If at first you don't succeed, keep on sucking until you do succeed. That's my motto.
That's mine too.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's just surprising, because it's like, hey, Oscar winner here. Come on.
Right?
Yeah, not to put anybody down too, but like just seeing a lot of the artists out there that were killing it, and I'm just like, Tori saying like she couldn't get on Super Rare or Maker's Place or whatever, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, so she definitely needed to get her story out there and get some eyes on her work. And I'm happy she got on Maker's Place. I mean, that's huge. So
Yeah.
congrats to you on your success.
I'm doing the China show because Winbush was like, I want you to come with me and do this. And I was like, this is my brother right here. My younger brother. Right,
not by that much.
But like a month. But whatever.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Winbush, I know you're a little short on time, so I want to make sure we show yours too. Tell us about this one right here. You sent me this link.
So yeah, this one, Rest in ETH, I sent that to you because this is by Mixtus, and he is actually one of the curators for this show in China. He's a teacher here at the Laguna Beach Arts College, I think it's called. But yeah, I wanted to make sure he got some shout out in the show as well, just because he helped curate all the artists that are going to be, at least from the state side, that are going to be inside the show there. And I just saw that he dropped that on Foundation, I think yesterday. So awesome. I sent you that link just so we could try to get him some shine here as well.
Gotcha.
Cool.
And then you've got this one too. You got a tweet here. Tell us about this.
Yeah, so this is actually from the Wild Sun Collective series. You guys spoke on it a little bit last week. It finally dropped the other day.
Oh, this is okay.
Yeah, from the NFT book. I think they sold like 200 copies that first day of the book.
Nice.
And then they dropped all the artists along with it on OpenSea. And so those are my 3 NFTs that were dropped a part of the collective. But you had like Robbie Trevino and Siobhan and Annabelle. And yeah, it was a really cool drop. Like they even had like Emmy-winning music composers do like soundtracks for the book and everything, and somebody created like a language just for the book. Like she actually created like an entire language, which is crazy, and released that as like a Genesis NFT. And so the collective itself, I would say check it out. It's the Wild Sun Collective. A lot of really cool work in there. They even had like somebody that draws maps for a living, like hand draws maps. Like she created she created like an entire map for this fictional world. So a lot of cool NFTs in there.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, we're gonna try and I think there's gonna be some other books. We're gonna try and do a special on some NFT book stuff. So that'll be fun.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good success,
Look who's here.
It's Dorpy.
Looks like your dog's here.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going, Matt? Here you going on vacation soon?
I am, yes.
Yeah, it's still hot out there. It's the dog days of summer for sure.
Oh.
Yeah, I came by just to wish you a happy vacation. Maybe I can take over the show while you're gone, Like be a
You're more than welcome to.
Yeah, a new breed of podcaster.
Oh, God.
Yeah, so, actually, I'm going to take some time off. I think I might go, clean up the house, maybe go clean up the attic, look through all that stuff. I'm a little scared, though, because I heard there's some Cat 5 cable up there. Anyway, yeah, have fun at Disney World, and don't do anything goofy.
No.
Oh,
bye.
Man.
Wow.
Anyway, had to come up with something, twice in 1 week, right? It's hard to do. Got to keep these
good,
puns.
Dave. It was good.
Keep
well
these
done.
puns going,
Man.
Right.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're gonna run out of dog puns.
I know. I'm gonna have
I was
to
gonna say, how long
out.
does it take you to think of these every week?
I don't know. I usually
I
write
can't
them before the
imagine
show.
very long. I mean, yeah.
There you go. Cool. Well, Winbush, thanks for dropping by and saying hi to us and talking about some NFTs for a while. And I'll hook up with you after the show. We'll talk for a little bit. And you wanna outro us, Matt, and we'll get back to the show.
Yes. So if anyone has any drops that they are releasing for the week, feel free to email us info@mograph.com and we will show them on the show. Otherwise, we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yeah, a couple weeks.
Get back to the show.
All right.
Yep. Support Tory.
Is this the fucking mic? This is exactly what I should be doing.